This happened when I was 12 years old, an age old enough to be aware of my surroundings and have a pretty good sense of danger, but still around that age that attracts a certain selection of creeps. We live in a decently busy neighborhood. However, we are on a dead-end block near Forest Preserve, and across the street from us is a sump, and if you were going through the Forest Preserve, you would find yourself in a small community park. There was this one Saturday night that a mini carnival had been held in the park, and since I wasn't doing anything with my friends, my mum suggested that I go check out this carnival. She isn't the kind of mum who tells her kids not to go out past dark. She's always let me do my own thing, so I ended up going. I crossed through the forest with a flashlight and eventually passed the fence that led to the park. Lit up with carnival rides everywhere, a Ferris wheel, a mini roller coaster, some of those big spinning rides, and of course, concession stands and carnival game booths. It was late enough, but it wasn't very crowded. There was also a big circus tent with red and white stripes, where I saw some people entering. I poked my head inside, where I saw 4 rows of people in the audience, and on this mini stage there were 3 clowns performing tricks. One was on a tricycle, one was juggling, and the other was just dancing around. Then the dancing one noticed me poking my head inside the tent, and he skipped over closer to me and started to wave his index finger, signaling for me to either come closer or to come onto the stage. I didn't really know. All I knew is I didn't want to do either, so I walked away. I ran into a friend of mine at the carnival, and I hung out with him for about half an hour. Pretty soon the carnival was closing down, and everybody started to leave. I said goodbye to my friend and made my way towards the woods, and when I was near the fence, I heard a shuk shuk shuk. It came from behind me. It was one of the clowns, the clown that had been waving at me earlier. He asked me if I wanted to check out the backstage area of the circus tent and some of the cool things that guests couldn't see. I said no, very quickly, and walked into the forest, looking back every few seconds to make sure I wasn't being followed. Luckily I wasn't. The clown just stood there watching me with this painted-on smile on his face, making the situation even more disturbing. When I was out of view, I began to run for a bit, and I was confident that he wouldn't be able to find me. I was not going to tell my mum what had happened because I loved being allowed out whenever I wanted to, and I feared that this might ruin that. It's a half-mile walk through the woods, and I was probably 3/4 of my way there when I heard it again. This time I immediately felt sick. I turned and I saw the same clown walking out from the darkness of the woods. When he was close enough, I threw the flashlight at him and ran for it in the direction of my house. I heard him close behind me until the road was visible. And then, to my relief, I heard him turn around. When I got home, I was breathing like I'd just run a marathon, and my mum, of course, was concerned. I still didn't want to tell her what had happened, so I lied, and I said I jogged the whole way back. After that, it never came up again.